Heinrich from Danisense, and Danisense is represented by GMW here in the US, although Danisense is out of Denmark. What we have behind us is a super accurate current transducer. It really comes in handy when you're driving motors with high bandwidth semiconductors. Heinrich, can you tell us a little bit about what it is we have here and what's so great about it?
Yeah, you would say that there are all sorts of transducers for actually having these things, but the flux gate transducers are the best. But they're also relatively expensive, but it's because they have accuracies at 0.001, and they're extremely stable in temperature, and they're highly immune to the external fields. So that's what we're looking at here, and here we have up to 3,000 amps, so that's quite a lot of current. Here we have a 600 amp, and so, but everything that we do at Danisense is all about flux gate.
I see.
So we don't do anything else. Only flux gate current sensors.
What kind of competing technologies are there for monitoring currents like this?
Yeah, for this there are quite a number of alternatives. There are a classical CT, they don't do the DC, and it's very important if it's AC only. There are a number of alternatives. If it's it's DC, then you have Hall effect and flux gates, which is kind of the technologies we're talking about.
I see. Well, this thing looks pretty beefy, but how small of a current can you get to measure with this?
Because of the accuracy, it's quite amazing. Here we can actually, this one can do 100 milliamps and down to 10 billiamps. So it's actually, it's impressive when you start playing with it, because the dynamic range is fantastic.
But for smaller currents, like how small can you make one of these?
Yeah, you would say here we have one that is made down to 12 amps. But, when we move down to around 12 amps, we hit the area where a resistor is an alternative. They heat up, they change the value with the temperature, so that's the problem of the resistor, where it's a classical resistor that you often use.
Right.
But they heat up, they change the value and so on, and that's where flux is good. But if you go lower than the 10 amps, then it's probably not so relevant anymore.
I see. And do you have anything coming in the pipeline that might be worth
Yeah, I do, but I am not supposed to talk about it because it's not really launched yet. So I brought it here, and I think we'll do a quick view on it.
Oh.
But it's all about increasing the frequency of the transducers. So here we have now a plug and play actually deal here, and it's up to 10 megahertz, which is quite high. But it will be actually launched soon, but not yet. So we have to close it again.
I see. Well, Heinrich, where can our viewers go to get more information about these
The webpage at
Danisense.com.
Danisense.com.
Great. Well, thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Interesting technology.
It was a pleasure.